Hey everyone, welcome to Accounting 101. My name is Blakesley. I'm an onboarding specialist here at MarketMan, and today we're going to be covering accounting. So we'll be looking at accounting integrations, invoices, exporting to your accounting software, credit reminders, and then irregular prices. So you come into MarketMan and you want to set up your accounting software. You'll just come down to Settings, Company. And here we'll be able to set up our accounting software. In here, you'll be able to see all the different accounting softwares that we integrate with. If you don't see yours on your list, just feel free to reach out to your accounting software. We're constantly integrating with new softwares, so maybe it's just not on here yet. Also, if you use a bookkeeper or your generic accounting, you can just come down here and click generic accounting. If you are an accounting software, whichever one you choose, a little button will pop up which just says connect to blank. All you have to do is click on that and it will just bring you to a screen to log into your accounting software and everything will sync for you. When you're done, just come up to the right-hand corner and click Save. Once you do this, all the information from your accounting software will be pulled into MarketMan. If you're generic accounting, you'll be able to export everything. So now, next thing we want to do is set up our expense accounts. Expense accounts can be set up by the supplier level or by the inventory item level. First, I'm going to show you how to set up by the supplier level. All you have to do is click on Suppliers. From here, we'll be able to see all of our different suppliers. All you want to do is click on one and scroll down to the accounting section. Here, we'll be able to see our expense account. So you can just type in here or use the drop-down. Put that in there, and then we have our credit account. The credit account is how you have the name in your books or in your software. So, for example, Susan Shop, if in your books or your software you don't use an apostrophe, you just want to be aware of that all spelling, punctuation, capitalization, everything matches perfectly, just so when we export or push things to your software, everything runs smoothly. Once you're done, you're going to click Save. Once you save, every single item ordered by Susan Shop is automatically going to default into that beverage category. So whatever you set that expense account for that supplier, every item is defaulted to that. However, we know that we have a lot of clients that use larger suppliers that have multiple expense accounts that are falling underneath one supplier. So for that, that's when you're going to want to set it up by the inventory item level. So you just come into inventory items, and from here, we'll be able to set it up by the inventory item. So you'll click on the item, and in here, you'll just scroll down to expense account, and you can add it right in here. And when you're done, you'll just click Save. Another thing we can do is update this in bulk. So this is when categories can come in really handy. So for example, say we order from Costco and everything falls under food, but we also have a ton of paper goods. We can come in here, say retail, for example. So all of these items, we can check them all off, actions, bulk update, and from here, we can actually update our expense account right from the screen. So you choose whatever it is and click Save. And then all of these items are going to update to the expense account. The next thing I want to show you is invoices. So invoices can be found in the accounting section. So here, these are all the orders that you receive through MarketMan. So you didn't have to necessarily place the order through MarketMan, just as long as you receive it, it will be in accounting invoices. So in here, we'll be able to see the invoice number, the date, the type, the supplier name, our total, whether it's fully allocated or not, if there's any open credits, and then when our payment due date is. So first, I just wanted to cover what it means to be fully allocated. If an invoice is fully allocated, it means that the price on the invoice matches the price in MarketMan. So pretty much we always want this to say yes, and if it says no, we want to go in there and find out why. The next thing we want to look at is sync to accounting. So over here, accounting synced. This is if you have your accounting software connected to MarketMan. Here, we'll be able to see if this invoice was pushed to your software or not. So here you can see they're not. So all you have to do is click check them off, actions, export to blank. So for example, this is a demo account we have set up for QuickBooks Online. Whatever your software would say export to blank. All you have to do is click on that. And if it's set up, it will go straight through and it will say yes, synced with accounting. The other thing we can do is check that off, enable export. So this is going to be for generic accounting. We'll be able to export this invoice straight to there. Print it out, have it in a PDF. All you have to do is click on export. You can also do this in bulk. So you just come down, select all of them, in here we can export or export to our software. The next thing I want to look at in accounting is going to be our credit reminder section. A credit reminder is something that happens when you receive an order and we had a price change on it or a quantity change, whatever it was. So here we can come in here and we can see all of our credit reminders we had either by supplier or you can filter by a certain amount of time. From this screen, you can click in the credit reminder itself. And from here, it will bring you to that specific invoice and you can actually see where the credit was. You can see it was down here. So that's if you really want to dive deep into it, a little more information. If not, you have the document number here, the name of the item, the quantity, and the credit. Here we can see if it's been opened or not and if the credit reminder was sent. Here, if we check it off, we can set this credit reminder as handled or unhandled, and we can also send a credit reminder directly to our supplier. If we want, we can also come down and do this in bulk. Same thing, and you can send these all out just like that. Keep in mind, most of the time we do want to deal with the most up-to-date price. So this is when we come down to irregular prices. In the irregular prices report, this is going to show us all of our prices that changed over time. So here we can see the date, the document number, the supplier, and the date, the product, the price that we originally had, and the price that was on that invoice. It will also show us a price difference. So here we can actually update or reject our price directly from the screen. If you're a single location, you can do this when you're receiving the order, but if you're a multi-location, we suggest doing it in the irregular prices report. So here, if you click update price, it's going to automatically update this price for you. So moving forward, for example, here, originally the barefoot was $12, now it's $17. Moving forward, you're going to keep using this $17. You want to reject the price if maybe you had a discount or a deal, something like that. That's when you want to reject the price, but most of the time you want to have the most up-to-date price, so we're getting the best data. The next thing I want to show you is going to be payments. So now in MarketMan, you can pay your vendors directly through MarketMan. So to set this up, the first thing you have to do is just tell your account manager what suppliers you want to pay. You want to pay supplier XYZ. They'll do all that work for you on the back end. All you have to do is set up your actual payment, which is underneath Settings, Company. Here, when we see Bill Payments Method, you just click on here, Add New. And from here, you'll be able to add your credit card, ACH, or e-check. You just fill it out with all the information necessary and click Save, and then you're ready to go. So in accounting, we have our payments management dashboard. This is an interactive dashboard, so you can hover over everything. We can see our approved payments, overdue. If we put a due date on our invoice, we'll be able to see what's coming up in the next week or so. And this is the same thing down here in a list instead of a graph form. We can see all of our suppliers, the number of invoices we have, and the total. From here, we'll just click on whatever supplier we want, and it's going to bring us back to this invoicing screen. So here, we can actually pay invoices either individually or in bulk. To pay individually, you just want to click on your invoice, and you're going to come up to the right-hand corner, Make Payment. From here, we'll be able to see the invoice number, the amount due. Once we have our payment set up, all you have to do is click on it, and you can pay your vendor directly through here. The other way we can do this is in bulk. To do this in bulk, you're just going to choose a supplier, click off all the invoices or multiple that you want to pay. You'll come to Actions, Make a Payment, and from here, you'll be able to see all the invoices you're paying off, the total, and then you come in again and you just choose your payment method. So it's simple as that. This is a really great feature. If you're interested in setting this up, just feel free to ask any questions, reach out to your account manager. So today in accounting, we went over how to set up our accounting, how to set up our expense accounts. We looked at invoices, the details in them, how to export them. We also looked at credit reminders, irregular prices, and payments. So in a few minutes, I'm going to open this up to questions. I'll also be sending out a recording of this webinar. But before I do, I wanted to mention our referral program up in the right-hand corner. Click on this. You can see if you refer a friend to MarketMan and they sign up, you receive a $250 Amazon gift card. So this is a really awesome deal. Don't miss out on it. Make sure that you get your friends referred, and I'll be opening this up to questions in the next few minutes. Thank you.